Army conducts an operation to remobilize south of Idleb and maintains control on hills in western al-Zabadani of Damascus countryside. Under the title, "With the steadfastness of our people and army, we defeat the conspiracy and reconstruct Syria," the 38th annual conference for the Syndicate of Syria's Engineers is launched. And celebrating the World's Theatre Day, events are held in Al-Hasaka and Homs. Good afternoon. The People's Assembly Speaker Mohammed Jihad al-Laham called on the world parliaments to exercise pressure on Israel to end its occupation of the Arab territories, including the occupied Syrian Golan. In his speech during a hearing by the Committee of the Middle Eastern Issues in the meeting of the General Assembly of the International Parliamentary Union in the Vietnamese capital, al-Laham asserted that terrorism has started to sweep across the region 4 years ago, supported by Western and regional countries, but the world has woken up late on the growing terrorism and its increasing dangers. Al-Laham added that despite the issuance of the 2 UN Security Council resolutions 2170 and 2178 on fighting the 2 terrorist organizations ISIS and al-Nusra, as well as al-Qaeda-linked terrorist organizations, and on ending the flow of terrorists across the Turkish and Jordanian borders, yet the international response to fight terrorism has remained short and bound to wrong policies. Syrian Arab Army units conducted an operation to remobilize their forces south of Idlib, getting ready to face the flow of thousands of terrorists who are coming across Turkey. Syrian Arab Army units continue to fight fierce battles and manage to stop the flow of terrorists from the northeastern and southwestern sides of Idlib city, killing many terrorists, including leader of al-Nusra in Ma'arid Shurin and terrorists from the so-called Jaysh al-Fatah. In Aleppo's countryside, Syrian Arab Army killed many terrorists and injured others in the village of Kfir Hamra, al-Zirba and al-Sheikh Lutfi. Meanwhile, Syrian Arab Army units eliminated a number of terrorists from al-Nusra in al-Hamidiyya village and north of Trenjed village, as well as to the west of al-Huriya school in al-Qunaitira countryside. Syrian Arab Army also continued pounding the terrorist hideouts, killing many of them in al-Zabadani mountains and al-Qalamun terrains, as well as in eastern Ghouta in Damascus countryside, and destroyed a heavy machine gun pad and several vehicles of the terrorists, killing all in sight. In Iraq, the Iraqi army controls the main strategic access to Tikrit city and cuts all supply routes of ISIS after the airstrikes against the terrorist dens who were taking shelters in the presidential palace in Tikrit. As the Iraqi foreign minister stressed that liberating Tikrit will be in the coming days. The Iraqi army managed to control the borderline linking between al-Habaniya and al-Thartar Lake, as the arm eliminated 40 terrorists and injured 30 others in its shelling on their hideouts to the south of al-Ramadi and al-Shabihat to the west of al-Fallujah. The Ministry of Education honored the outstanding students of martyrs, teachers, and military personnel in Damascus countryside, and al-Qunaitira, as the event was attended by delegations from the teacher syndicates of 9 Arab countries. The Education Minister Hazwan al-Wis stressed that Syria proved to the whole world its people and army's insistence on confronting dark thoughts, pointing out to the damages and were caused to the educational sector after 4 years of terrorist aggression. The participants referred to Syria's solid and steadfast stand in facing the fierce attack that targeted the Syrian Arab people's advanced educational levels. The 38th annual conference of the Engineering Syndicate kicked off under the title "With the Steadfastness of Our People and Army, we will defeat the conspiracy and rebuild Syria" in Al-Sham Hotel in Damascus. The regional assistant of Ba'ath Arab Socialist Party, Engineer Hilal al-Hilal, stressed that Syrian people proved their ability on confronting this major war against Syria and the region, whose aims became clear. Hilal said that Syria's historical steadfastness is due to the Syrian Arab Army steadfastness towards what is threatening the homeland. Al-Hilal described the Saudi regime's aggression against the brotherly country of Yemen as pro-imperialism and coward. For their part, the participant engineers stressed on the necessity of confronting terrorism that is targeting Syria and the region, as this task is on laying the shoulders of the educated Syrian people to clarify what is wavering in the region by the U.S. Zionist axis in the region. Ministries of Education and Higher Education launched Alumni Association of National Center for Distinguished Students for supplying the educational domains with qualified scientific experts, as well as preparing a generation capable of assuming national responsibilities.
In a speech at the launching ceremony at Damascus University, Higher Education Minister affirmed that fostering academically distinguished people is a duty. The minister added that deepening culture of distinction and finding up means for discovering outstanding students could be achieved through finding the suitable atmosphere for their creativity in all fields. So the Higher Education Ministry spares no efforts for developing means of upgrading the performance of distinction programs to boost this culture among the students around the country. For his part, Education Minister said that after 5 years of launching National Center for Distinguished Students, its means proved that they are worthy, and the ministry works on providing high educational services and well-qualified teachers. He pointed out that the aim of the center is to continue what the students have achieved during the academic years until reaching university education, stressing the support provided by the ministry to the center graduates so that they become real partners in building up the country. On the other hand, Rector of Syrien University underlined the role of the university in embracing the distinguished center, saying that the crisis left bad impacts on the center, whose headquarters was previously in Homs province. Head of the association said that the association includes 3 batches of the center graduates, distributed in several university programs at Damascus and Syrien universities and the Higher Institute for Applied Technologies, adding that the aim of the association is to boost the scientific activities of the graduates and to support them in their pursuit of achieving the best results, in addition to bolstering the spirit of teamwork. It is to be noted that the National Center for Distinguished Students, established in 2008, aims at creating a national innovative manpower that contributes in supporting the development process in all spheres.
The National Theatre of Al-Hasaka province held celebrations on the Theatre Day. The ceremony included a number of theatrical performances and a documentary movie, while in Homs, the Artists Association presented a theatrical performance at the Culture House Theatre. With this, we conclude our main news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region, and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news, but after a short break.